All right, Shalom. This is Howard 1 by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakah Kodash, my mouth. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. There's going to be a quick prophecy update. Read this article from the Irish Star. All right, I didn't get into it yet, but let's see what it's talking about. All right, it's as you can see, it's talking about World War III, which we know is prophesied in the scriptures, which is right at the door. Amidst a U.S. dollar collapse, there's fears of what World War III, which is also prophetic. Now, let's read the article. It says terrifying. That's right. Cause why? Cause this destruction that's coming is gonna be terrifying. All right. Let's matter of fact, get that. Let's get that real quick. All right, so like it. There you go. It says here, Job 18:11. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet, man. All right. So it's going to lead America to have to fight in this war. So terrorists are taking hold of America on every side. Why? Let's get that real quick. Because the Most High. All right. This is Job 18:14. His confidence, see, that confidence is going to leave this place. All right, because America was the hammer of the earth. But his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, man. You're going to drive them to their feet, cause them to have to fight in this war, and they're going to be in fear. And it says what? And it shall bring him to the king of terrors, man. It's going to lead him all the way up until Yahweh Shai, so this place can get destroyed. All right, the king of terrors, man, under Yahweh. All right. So now, so let's read the article. It says, terrifying map shows how nuclear strike will wipe out U.S. cities amid World War III fears. And that's Revelations 11. Let's get that real quick. Revelation 11 and yeah, right here. There you go. Revelation 11 and 13. It says, in the same hour, so America's going to be destroyed in what? In 1 hour. All right? So this is prophecy. The same hour was there a great earthquake, and okay, the missile's going to cause the earth to shake, to reel to and fro. And the 10th part of the city fell, so America's broken up into what you call FEMA zones, all right? FEMA zones, which is 10 of them all over the states of America. So basically, let's get that real quick, matter of fact. So let's get that real quick. All right. This is Isaiah 14 and 23. And I will also make it a possession for the bittern. What's that? Talking about America. This place, Babylon. Let's start from verse 22. Isaiah 14 and 22. For I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith Yahweh. And I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water. That's your lake of fire. And I will sweep it, so this place is going to be swept with precision strikes. 200 million warheads or missiles going to be hitting this place. I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith Yahweh. All right. Yahweh of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, man. So they're trying to push off the prophecy. They don't want it to happen, but the Most High has thought it in his mind, and it's going to come to pass. All right. So so the Lord has sworn this. Whew. As surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand. Okay. So that's right. Let's get that real quick. So this is about to happen. Okay, so this is Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth. So the Lord thought it in his mind, spoke it, and sworn it to himself that this is going to happen. World War III. And the target is this place, Babylon, America, in the scriptures. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto him void, but it shall accomplish that which he pleases, man. And it shall prosper in the thing where he sent it. It's deep. All right, so, and it says what? As the Lord has purposed, so shall it stand. Now, I'm going to get that word, besom. Get the word besom real quick. Definition, it says besom, a broom made of twigs tied around a stick. All right, so that it's going to be like what's it called? The winds and that heat and that blast from the missiles. It's going to sweep this place, man. All right. It says what? It's going to empty. The Lord's going to empty this land. Now it says terrifying map shows how nuclear strike will wipe out U.S. cities, man, amid World War III fears, man. All right. So what? There you go. You know what I mean? It says here, Isaiah 9 and 5, for every battle of the warrior, so every battle of the warrior, now this is World War III, so they're fighting a world war. Every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, nuclear war. And it's going to wipe out the U.S. cities, man. It says, get that real quick. This is Isaiah 13 and 5. They come from a far country, talking about what? The missiles. All right, ICBM missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land, man. Howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand, and it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. All right? That's right, man. So, it says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. That's the terror, terrifying. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth, a woman in pregnancy, or crying out. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames, screaming out in their pain, man. Like you heard that man screaming, or when they light themselves on fire. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, man. Cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, man. See that? But right now we're hearing about what? Wars and rumors of wars. We're in that time. The end is not yet. All right? To lay the land desolate. So this place is going to be desolate. Desolation, complete desolation. That's what's prophesied against this place. And it shall not return unto Yahweh void. The Lord's word is going to accomplish what he pleases. It's going to come as a destruction from him. As a destruction from him. To lay the whole land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. That's the purpose. Not just destroying some land or some trees or some buildings. It's about destroying the sinners out of this place. Whew. All right, so, all right, yeah, I'm going to stop there just to get to the point. Just get to the point. All right, let's go back to Revelation 11. Where was I at? I think 8, 10. Okay, here we go. All right, cool. Now let's keep reading. It says, terrifying map shows how nuclear strike would wipe out U.S. cities amid World War III fears. All right, so they got a whole map. Look at that. mushroom cloud. So they know something. They can see it getting closer. All right. So I'm gonna see if they got the map on here too. The chilling reality of a potential nuclear war has been laid bare in a terrifying map as fears of World War III escalate. Russian President Vladimir Putin recently declared his readiness to use nuclear weapons if the U.S. deploys troops to Ukraine. Just last month, Putin said, from a military technical point of view, we are, of course, ready. Weapons exist in order to use them. That's right. See, the weapons exist in order to use them. That's right. The Lord said that in the scriptures. All right. Dang, it's a few scriptures. Where is it at, man? So, I'm going to pause this real quick. All right, here you go. This is Ezekiel 21. So, the Lord had to make these swords, these missiles, all right, and go into a different phase of war, which is nuclear war. Ezekiel 21 and 19. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished, all right, meaning prepared, polished, made ready, being shown to the world. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter, so it's prepared to make a sore slaughter on this earth, extreme destruction on this earth. It is furbished that it may glitter, all right? So it's being polished, made ready, prepared, those missiles, that it may explode into the sky. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. Now let's get to the point. And he giveth it to be furbished, man. All right, to be displayed. That it may be handled, man. So the Lord gave these missiles into the minds of these scientists, starting with Teeman, Esau, those Germans. And now those missiles are in the hands of people like Russia and all these other nations, not just America, all right? The sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. And what the slayer going to do with it? That's right, man. There you go. So this is going to happen. All right, I'm going to go back to this missile for a background. There you go. This mushroom cloud. Now it says, I'm going to get rid of that. There you go. It says, Isaiah 34 and 5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. So it's going to be bathed in the Shemayim. It's going to stay up there and be shot across kilometers of land, but it's going to be in the sky as an arrow shot from one place to another. Behold, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. And Idumea today is America. All right. And upon the people of my curse to judgment, also 2/3. So upon Esau, these heathens, and 2/3 of Israel in this place. That's why they say, what? Destroy the sinners off the land. So the sword of Yahweh is filled with blood, man. So now it was furbished, it was polished, it was glittering. You see the ICBM they're showing in the military exercises that Russia and North Korea and them been doing, displaying their missiles. But now you're gonna see the destruction of it. Not just picture a sword, they show it and then they show it again and got blood all over it. That's right. Let's get that. This is Psalm 7 and 12. All right. Psalm 7 and 11. Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He have bent his bow and made it ready, man. See that? So why did he do it? He have also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors, against the sinners, against the wicked. All right? So the Lord has these missiles, these swords set up for sinners, for the wicked. All right? So now, but it's the Most High's swords that man is using. Okay, so it says what? The sword of Yahweh, Isaiah 34 and 6. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness. It means it's going to increase in its destructive path. What's that? Let's get that real fast, man. There you go. Joel 2 and 2. Okay, let's start from 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion. So blow ye the trumpet, the warning trumpet, amongst the elect of our people, the hopeful elect. All right. And sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Okay, amongst the elect. They're the only one that's going to hear that sound. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. See, they're going to tremble. What they say? What's the title? Terrifying. All right. For the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand, man. We seeing the signs. All right. A day of darkness, a day of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. So the same way the morning spreads out across the sky in the morning, in the daytime, that's the way the missiles are going to spread out across the morning. In the sky, it's across the sky. A fire devoureth before them. All right, you can read about that in Revelation chapter 9. And behind them a flame burneth. That's nuclear propulsion. That's how you're going to get from one area to the next, like an arrow being shot from the missile silos. The land is as a garden of Eden before it, so the city might look well put together. And then next thing you know, behind it, a desolate wilderness. So you turn the page, it's nothing but destruction. All right, so that's the sword being made fat with fatness, increasing the destructive path. The Lord said that as much bloodshed is going to be in this place. And behind them a desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape, man. That's in this path, right? Okay, so let's get that. Revelations and Revelation 14 to 19. All right, because this is talking about the destruction. Let's get to the point. 14 and 19. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of Yahweh. So it's, so it's talking about the wicked and also the elect being delivered. And the winepress was trodden without the city. And that's where a winepress would usually be trodden. You would take a winepress and build it outside of the temple. And that represents 2/3 in these heathens that are outside of the temple. All right, and it's going to be trodden down over here in America. America is the great winepress of Yahweh for his wrath, to stomp out the grapes and make the blood gush out. And the winepress was trodden without the city, see? And blood came out of the winepress, even into the horse's bridle. So if you were to measure it, it would reach all up to a horse's face. By the space of 1,000 furlongs and 1,600 furlongs, like almost a football field. So how much destruction is going to be here, man? The missiles, the bloodshed in this place, All right, he said, nothing shall escape, man, but the elect are going to escape. Let's get that. That's right. This is Psalms 124 and 2. If it had not been Yahweh who was on our side, see, that's the difference. If we got Yahweh on our side, what can be who or what can be against us? When men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us. Then they had swallowed us up quick. All right, devouring. The devil seeketh who they may devour. When their wrath was kindled against us, all right, with martial law coming, Esau coming down with great wrath. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. They can come in like a flood. The stream had gone over our soul. All right. Now it says, then the proud waters, Esau, the proud waters, those nations, had gone over our soul. Blessed be Yahweh, who have not given us as a prey to their teeth, man. Their teeth that represents their army, their might, their power that's in their left hand side, the left hand side. The Lord not gonna give us over to that if we are of the hopeful elect. Our soul is escaped, and that's what we want, our soul to be delivered. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers, man. The fowler is Esau, and that bird, it represents Israel, the speckled bird. All right. The snare is broken, so the Lord's gonna break their trap, and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of Yahweh, who made heaven and earth. All right, so that's right, man. So the only thing that's gonna make it out of here is the elect. So that's right. So it said, where was that? Let's go back to Revelations 11. With that, I'm going to go back to Revelations. I'm going to read a little bit more of this article. All right. Revelation 11. So now, let's read a little bit more. It says, what terrifying map shows how nuclear strike would wipe out U.S. cities amid World War III fears, man. Look at that. All this prophetic. All right. The chilling, I already read all this. So let's go down to this one right here. It says, we have our principles. They, the nuclear missiles, are constantly, this is Russia talking, in a state of combat readiness. That's crazy, right? He further warned that he would not hesitate to deploy nuclear weapons in response to any perceived threat to Russia's statehood, sovereignty, or independence. So that's the map. I guess that's the map, huh? That's just one. How many missiles would that be? Estimated casualties. The nuclear damage would likely cause 484,780 million fatalities and 839,440 injuries in Washington, D.C., just approximately, just that alone. So imagine 200 million of them hitting this place. It said nothing shall escape. According to the International Campaign to Abolish Nuclear Weapons, ICAN, Russia possesses just under 6,000 nuclear warheads. They got more than that. Well, actually, when they start going to war with each other, they're going to ramp up. They're going to be a nuclear arms race. The largest nuclear arsenal in the world. These can be launched from land-based missiles, and America doesn't have that capability. They got to launch theirs from submarine, aircrafts, or plane. Submarines or planes, see, Russia has land-based as well. As confirmed by the ICAN, the map developed by Alex Wellerstein, creator of Nuke Map, I'm going to check that out, and a historian of the science and nuclear technology, calculates the radius of the fireball. The spread of the radiation and the estimated number of casualties resulting from a nuclear detonation, reports the Mirror U.S. All right, so it says if a Topal SS-25 800 KT bomb hit the east coast of the U.S., New York could see approximately 1.6 million fatalities and 3 million injuries. The fireball could destroy neighboring cities like Manhattan, Newark, Elizabeth, Brooklyn, and many more. All right, it go way further than that, man. Look at that. So they're going to drop more than that. The scriptures say that, Revelation chapter 9. 100 million. 200 million. The thermal radiation radius of the blast, stretching 11.1 kilometers, would engulf multiple U.S. cities, causing widespread destruction. If such nuclear devastation were to hit the White House in Washington, D.C., the death toll could skyrocket to a staggering 484,780 million, with another 839,440 injured. All right, so it's just talking about the map over and over again. So yeah, man, they're getting prepared for this war. All right, 75% of U.S. population would be killed in nuclear war. Let's see that article real quick. Let's see that one real fast. Look at that. It says 75%. Chilling map shows. No thanks. No thanks. How do you get off of this? All right. Chilling map shows which 75% of U.S. population would be killed in nuclear war. Look at that, man. They scared of this. What's going on, boy? All right, so let's see if they got this map on here. There you go. Look at that. Let's see if I can click on it. All right, here go the map. I had to download it. Look at that. 75% would be hit. Whew. That's prophetic right there, man. All right, see if I get a snapshot. It's crazy. So this is Revelations 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, unto who? The elect of Israel. Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, into the chariots. And the enemies beheld them. See, right here in America. And they're going to be watching and seeing the elect go up into the chariots. And the same hour, right, because the elect going to have to get out of here because the place is going to be destroyed. No flesh shall escape, but the elect shall escape. All right, the Lord going to deliver them because he's on their side. The same hour, so that same hour spoken of in Revelation 18, America being destroyed in 1 hour, was there a great earthquake, man, and the 10th part of the city fell. The 10 FEMA zones of America, 10%, what they call 75%? Nah, it's gonna be the 100%, the lake of fire. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. So they got these estimates of 100,000s and all that. 7,000 means an innumerable number of people are going to be melted in this place. The Lord said he's going to leave them there and melt them. And the remnant were affrighted. See, the elect going to be scared when they hear that blast from the missiles and see the missiles and the danger. This is what? And gave glory to the God of heaven. So at that moment, the flesh going to maybe be scared, but the spirit, you're going to have that faith. And the Lord is going to show and prove. And he's going to do something to have you give glory to him, man. Being delivered in the chariot. They say that, man. Let's get that real quick. Get that real fast, man. That's right, man. It's going to be like a dream. Psalms 126:1. When Yahweh turned again the captivity of Zion, see that same Zion, the elect, we were like them that dreamed. All right? Just like in the movie The Matrix. Then was our mouth filled with laughter. See that? You're going to be affrighted first, and then be taking chains and taking it to the chariots. And your mouth is going to be filled with laughter. And our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, see the enemies beheld them, right? Yahweh have done great things for them. Yahweh have done great things for us, whereof we are glad. Turn again our captivity, O Yahweh, as the streams of the south. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. All right? He shall go forth. He that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seeds, shall doubtlessly come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him. Man, that's Revelation 14, having sheaves in their hand. Now, praising the Lord, right, on the firmament, or in the chariots. So, what, it's going to be like a dream when he's taken out of this captivity, out of the midst of destruction. All right, so Revelation 11 and 13 again. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven, to Yahweh, of the heavenly armies. The second woe is past, the second world war, and behold, the third woe is coming quickly, man. All right, World War III. So with that, I'm going to end it there and say, hopefully this was edifying and encouraging to the elect. And that's what the Lord said we're supposed to pray for, is that we can prophesy and warn the people, because the Lord promised that he will give us warning in these times, and that's what we're here for. So with that, man, yeah, World War III is at the door. They said what? All right, it says, terrifying map shows how nuclear strike will wipe out U.S. cities amid World War III fears, man. All right, so that's what the Lord said, man. It's crazy. This is Isaiah 66:4. I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fear upon them. Fear is upon them. All that they fear, and the Lord going to bring it. They see it in the distance. They see it down the pike coming. And the Lord going to bring it right upon these people, man. I will also choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. Talking about 2/3 that's not answering. The call, the warning. When I spake, they did not hear. So the Lord is speaking through his men right now, the prophets. But they did evil before mine eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. All right, so that's it, man. I'm going to end it there. And hopefully this was edifying, and shalom.